What is up, y'all? So check it out. We made a special trip today. I didn't go out fishing, and what I decided to do, since I wasn't going to be out there on the water, we went to Old 18, and then also we visited Bugs. And we have now got, let's put these out the way. We've now got some legit setups. These are the budget reels right here. We've got the Torrent right there. Then we've got the Legend, whatever this one, I think it's called the Legend. Something Legend right here. 3 new setups. This is what we're gonna start the 2021, possibly even earlier. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna go out there and try these out. We've got to spool them, and I think I'm gonna, well, I don't know. I cannot pass judgment right now. I was gonna say I think I'm gonna like them, but the rods, they're in order. It's the Ambush from Old 18 Outfitters. For those of y'all that don't know, I am sponsored by Old 18, and they make some phenomenal rods. On my fishing channel, you may have noticed me always using the Arius, which is a rod that I helped to design based off of everything that I liked on another custom rod that I had made by a custom builder. We made not the same exact thing. It's a little bit better, more aesthetically pleasing to the eye in the Arius, and I've got the Arius. So I've been using that for quite some time. I've also been using the suppressor and the hollow point. Now, this is the only rod in their lineup that I have not been able to use. So what better way to start out with the Ambush on a budget, or a budget reel on an Ambush rod is a very low price. So total cost for this entire setup, $40 for the reel, $80 and some change for the rod. So that's a total of, I can't do the math. Kids stay in school. So 80 plus 40, 120 bucks, give or take. Yeah, anyhow. So $40 for the reel, $80 for the rod, $120 combo, and we're gonna see if this guy, all 3 of these guys, are gonna be able to tackle the redfish. No doubt in my mind that we're going to be able to make it happen. And just in case you're wondering about the rods, what they are, and like, well, not what they are, because I've already said they're the Ambush, but they're all medium lights, because that's the lightest that they go. They don't have like a light action or an ultralight casting rod. In order to get those, you have to step up into the Arius and then the suppressor. But these are medium lights, all 3 of them exactly the same. So I'm not gonna favor like one setup over the other based off of the feel of the rod. So the rods, it's even across the playing field. The reels are, we'll see how they're basically going to be able to perform. I'm already leaning towards the Kast King and the soybean reel. The Piscifun, yeah, I don't like it aesthetically, but once we get out there and we put it through the paces, we'll be able to see what's underneath the hood. So yeah, medium light rod, 7 foot long. It's got a moderate fast tip, and all 3 of them are casting. You got a show-through blank right there at the grip. It is a split grip. You have 10 guides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guides. And I forgot what they said, however many million modulus graphite blanks these are. But you got a hook keeper right here. It's a double lockdown ring so that there's no chance of any slippage going on at the seat of the reel. And we're gonna make these guys put in some big time work, some overtime. And we'll see how long I'm gonna last with these before I say, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna go back to my Shimano's, and yeah, well, I don't know, we'll just see how it's gonna happen. So right now we're gonna spool up some 10-pound Power Pro. Hopefully we have enough of that stuff. Let's take a quick look over here. So I got a 10-pound right there, 5-pound, 20, 20, 30, and 30. Oh my gosh, Mark. I should have went, oh wait, you know what, never mind. That's 300 yards. So we should be in the clear with being able to put at least 100 yards on each one of these reels. So thank goodness, and this is a brand new spool. We haven't even used it. Another thing, over the weekend, I was given this right here. Check it out. No, I'm not a crackhead or anything like that, but this is, I want to say it's a 14 gauge needle. Yeah, 14 gauge needle. And what this is gonna do, it's got this little white cap. It's made by Power Pro, and Power Pro, listen to me, I'm looking at the Power Pro fishing line. It's made by Procure. So you put this on the Procure bottle, and then when you squeeze it, the Procure is gonna come out of this 14 gauge needle. What that's gonna help me to do is inject these little shimmer shads right here, because there's a small little opening, and you kind of rip that opening up whenever you put the little applicator, that the pop-up one on the Procure. It'll kind of open up the hole right there, and that's bad. So we're able to now just use the needle to inject into that little hole, and we're gonna be able to put our Procure in there a lot more easier than just like jamming it in, you know what I mean. Whenever you start to force stuff, I was just gonna cuss, but let's try to refrain from cussing. We're gonna be somewhat educated on this channel. Stuff rips and stuff tears whenever you forcefully insert things into holes, so you got to be careful. All right, so I thought that is pretty interesting. Want to throw a big shout out to HTX Polestar, I want to say his channel is. Oscar, you can roast me in the comments, bro, if I got your channel name wrong, but I really do appreciate this. I actually have this in my saved list for Amazon because I was going to purchase 2 packages of them. One package comes with 3 of these hooks. I will link that down below in the video description so that you can go to Amazon and take advantage of something like that. Also, what's going to be linked down there is the ambush. So I'm not all about doing the B-roll, and I know this camera here, let's see if I can get some good footage so that y'all can see what the ambush looks like. So, oh my gosh, this camera's got like horizon, some type of horizon setting, so it tries to get it right. But check that out. That's the ambush. This is the Royal Legend, and there is the split grip. Plenty of handle length right there. It's not like your traditional style kayak fishing rod, which behind me, just so that you can kind of get an idea, I've got the, here we go. This is the Arius. There goes my logo right there. And when you set it down, you're gonna see just how, here, let's flip that over so you can, and there we go. They're even right there at the butts of the rod. And we go forward, you can see how much shorter the handle is. That's just because your PFD might get in the way, and so I told them, like, I want the handle this length right here so that when you're sitting down in a kayak, it's not going to jab you in the belly, or it's not going to get hung up on your PFD. So that's why the Arius is a little bit shorter. It's still got the double lockdown rings, but you know what? We're not trying to talk about the Arius. I don't want him to steal the thunder from the ambush. And yeah, so these are the 3 setups that we're going to be moving forward with. And there's one more thing before I end the video. And we got some new bugs. I mean, they're not new. They've been on the website, but check this out. Hydrabug right there. These are white. So what I'm gonna use these guys for, instead of throwing the dark colored paddle tails that y'all always see me using, which are these right here, the skellies, and then the shimmer swimmers. I'm still gonna use these, but it's just a shame that they didn't have the white ones. Because in the winter time, this is what you wanna use, white right here. And so Heath had some of these guys, and being that Old 18 and Bugs share the same building currently, I was able to get these right here. And for those of y'all that don't know, the trailers that Heath uses on these bugs are the down south lures. It's the burner shad. Yeah, I know. I talked bad about the burner shad being weak and all, but the suppleness of the lure is definitely gonna be able to get you some bites. And if you know anything about down south lures, it's a great company. They can hold their own. A lot of y'all swear by them. And I know that they catch trout. So that's what we're gonna put on whenever these start getting destroyed. I will throw some of these on there. So we're gonna start carrying these out there on the water. We've got 3/8 ounce right there. And then also the 1/2 ounce. So very heavy lures so that we can fish kind of deep. Wherever that thermocline is gonna be, that's where the fish are gonna wanna hang out, because it's a lot more comfortable for them to be in that area. And it sounds like I'm trying to talk all technical and stuff, so take it for what it's worth. I'm not a pro by any means, but I do know a little bit about fishing. The majority of my catches are all just luck, but yeah, if I can try and find the deep water that's gonna hold the reds and the trout, because that's mainly what I'm going after this time of year. Flounder, if you're able to catch flounder this time of year in the marsh, it's gonna be pretty tough. And it's like that guy didn't get the memo that the run had already taken place and he just got left behind. So trout and red, you know, that's a pet peeve of mine. Whenever people say flounders, trouts, well, reds, I guess you can say reds, but trouts, no. With most fish, the singular form is also the plural form for the fish. So you don't say flounders, it's flounder. And it could either mean one or multiple. So anyhow, let me get off my high horse. Yeah, what an exciting day. Lots of stuff that's here right now, and I got a lot of rigging to do, so let's get started with these guys. We're gonna take and back each of these reels with quite a bit. We're gonna fill the spool halfway up with mono, and I think I have some mono down here inside one of my little, what do you call it? These little plastic drawers. Yep, we sure do. This is 10-pound mono right here. So ain't no need to go and spend tons of money trying to purchase more mono. We can just get rid of all this stuff right here. Andy fishing line. It's pretty cheap, but it's trusted around the world. The way it comes off the spool on this one, it's got to go on to the other spool. So what I'm saying is, let's get this, I don't want to break the tip. Whenever you start reeling this in, the spool it's going like that in a counterclockwise. So as you're watching me, that's clockwise. So it's going in a clockwise direction as you're looking at me, and it's oriented like this. So the spool is going like that. So what you want to do is make sure that the line is going to come off in that same direction so that the spool can take it and you're not going to have a lot of line twist. That's basically it. With braid, I mean, you can practice the same technique I do, but I don't think it's really gonna matter because braid has zero memory and it's not like you're gonna get a lot of line twist. With braid though, on a spinning reel, there you will get tons of line twists. I've tried everything in the world to like not get the line twist on there, but when you have a like those spooling machines, and it just takes your spool and you can feed all the line onto it. Once you make your first cast and you start reeling it back in, the bail starts to put all that twist in it, and it's just horrible. Especially with like 5-pound and 10-pound braid, it looks super horrible. I gotta get some glasses on. Oh my God. Okay. We'll come right back whenever this is done. I just finished the soybean reel, and check it out. What I've noticed is that the level wind doesn't actually do its job. There's more line right here towards the right hand side than there is on the left hand side. So you can see the lip right there, and then we go to this side and there's really not much of a lip. Now attaching the line, all I do is a uni to uni. So I'm gonna do a 4 twist on the mono side, and then I'm gonna put 7 twist on the braid. So if y'all look up how to do a uni to uni on the internet, on YouTube, you should be able to find tons of educational videos that show you how to do that. So you lay both strands like that together, and then take one end, this happens to be the braid, you're gonna make a loop just like that, and then do 7 twists through that loop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just cinch that down. Moisten it just a tad bit. Cinch it down nice and snug, and there you go. You got somewhat of a knot right there. It's really hard for this GoPro to focus on that. And we just repeat on the other side, but because the mono is a lot thicker than the braid, it doesn't require that as many loops or twists. I'm gonna call it twists. So you do 7 twists on the braid and then 4 twists on the mono, and the knot sizes should equal up about the same size, so nothing is just really crazy. 2, man, I hate using mono. It's just like so hard to use. It's just all over the place. 3 and 4. There we go. Just cinch this knot down. Moisten it up. If you don't moisten it, there's a lot of friction built up whenever you're stressing that line and cinching that knot down, that it actually burns the mono, and it will fail you if you don't moisten it to like kind of lubricate it. There we go. And that knot right there is good to go. All we're gonna do is clip our tag ends, and we can start spooling the braid. We've got the first one done. Check it out. You're probably not going to be able to tell, but the line management on this is subpar. Again, way more room over here on the left hand side in comparison to the right hand side. I don't really know how to show y'all, but it definitely has a gangster lean where there's more on the right to the left. Neither here nor there. It's not going to affect us in being able to cast. It just means that the line didn't lay down evenly and level. So the Piscifun also, the level wind on it does not work. Oh God. Did I break anything? No, thank God. That's the end of the line, thank goodness. Woo! I was just about to stop spooling. I'm done, sweetheart, thank you. You're welcome. Man, I almost like had a really idiot moment. The tip of the rod went up there and just whacked the ceiling fan because we ran out of the 300 yards. So we put approximately 100 yards on each spool. Kast King gets the win for a fully functional level wind. It is even all the way through. This is the Kast King, right? Yeah, the Royal Legend. Yeah, I'm gonna give the nod to Kast King's You know what? This is the one that I think I liked this one aesthetically more than the Piscifun. And then the soybean one looks aesthetically pleasing as well. So Kast King, aesthetically pleasing. It looks really nice, the low profile. It's pretty light in comparison to the Piscifun and the soybean, I think. And it just, the level wine really works because that right there is Shimano quality level wine. So that's gonna do it for this one, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the vlog. And the next time you see me out there on the water, I'm gonna be sporting these new 3 setups. I'm not gonna wait for the new year. I mean, I've already revealed them to y'all. So if you don't watch the fishing channel, which I'm pretty sure the majority of y'all found your way over here because of the fishing channel. So yeah, anyhow, the next time we get out there on the water, you're gonna be seeing these 3 fishing reels right here. And I gotta hurry up in this one and then publish the video for today. My son already edited that one. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time when we're off the water.